How can time manipulate us?
It gives the illusion that, well, okay, so first we have to go down to the root of what is the third dimension.
Okay.
And in the third dimension, we are ruled by this gravitational force, which makes us experience time in a linear fashion. And I always tell people, you know that time is an illusion because, Laura, a Monday can feel like it was 4 hours for you. A Monday for me can feel like it was 40 hours. And the mere fact that we can experience time in different ways proves that it is an illusion. It is something that is to be experienced and manipulated. And when you understand that the mind and the soul can govern time, I began to play with time there for a while. And I would request and say, I need these next 25 minutes to be experienced as though it were 2 hours. And it has worked every time I've done that. And, and I've used different scenarios for it because I needed to get a lot of work done, right? And I'm a chronic procrastinator, wait till the last minute all the time. So, and even in the morning, if I haven't slept great that evening, which is a lot of evenings, in the morning, it's 40 minutes, I'll wake up 40 minutes until my alarm. I will say to my higher self, I need these next 40 minutes to feel like I've slept for 5 hours. And that has also worked.
That is actually a really good tip for everybody listening out there.
Yeah.
We can manipulate time, but we have to manipulate time, I'm going to say judiciously.
Yeah.
I don't want to manipulate time to cause somebody to have a car accident, for example. But what you're talking about is I was not afforded proper sleep and I need to power through some things and I need help. And I do think that this is where our spiritual teams can really come into play to help us with this time manipulation. And we can learn to manipulate time to our benefit. Sometimes I call it stretching time. Sometimes I need time to stretch. And I remember when one of my daughters went up to the university, she would take the train back home on the weekends because it was just faster and easier. And she was always running late. And I would feel like I would have to stretch time to make sure we got to the train station on time so that she could make it. And I could get there. It was like a 40-minute trip, but I could get there in like 20, but I wasn't speeding. How does that work, right?
Correct. Absolutely. Yeah. And to go back to, I didn't actually really answer your question a minute ago.
I didn't notice.
in terms of the looping, I have a dear friend in Arizona, and he loves to talk about the loopers. Right? Mm-hmm. So, and I know that you and I talk about the loopers, and that would be some of the souls that get trapped into this reincarnation looped, staying in, I don't want to say trap, but you're grounded into this third dimension and you're just cycling through. You're stuck. And they need that for the loosh. They need that to power up their equipment. They need the soul spark. And I don't know why I'm getting this vision. I'm getting this vision right now, Laura. It's almost every time that a soul is like, nope, I'm going back down again. There's something about that action that actually creates something.
Yeah.
And I literally am seeing like this spark when the soul comes and anchors back down into here, and they use that.